Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Next up, a shining star who's not just about beauty pageants, but also about making the world a brighter place. A Dubai resident who dazzled representing at the Miss Universe stage in Portugal. Beauty, brains, and a heart of gold. Welcome to the show, Sandra Gonçalves. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so honored to be here, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Your energy is amazing. Early in the morning, this is exactly what you need in the studio. Do you have a stylist? Because you're just so perfectly like your outfit on point.
Thank you so much. Actually, I don't have a stylist. My mom is kind of my stylist. We always put outfits together, me and her.
Really?
I have a very close relationship with my mom, and she loves fashion, so she's always dressing me up like a little Barbie, and we put so many outfits together, and that's honestly how I do it.
That's so cute.
So cute.
Do you think that that's why you got into fashion from a young age? Do you want to tell us about that journey?
So I got into fashion when I was actually still a child. I started modeling many years ago, and I got into fashion because I've always been a creative-minded person, and I always wanted to push my creativity, and I always wanted to kind of embrace that. So I definitely got into modeling because of that. And modeling has taught me so many lessons in life. It has taught me how to be independent, how to really take care of myself, as I said before, embracing my creativity. So it is something that I got into from a young age. And my mom did honestly also inspire that because, as you said, she is quite the fashionista. So
I want to see a pic of your mom.
I don't have any, but I'll show you after the show. So I got into, also because of my mom, I would say,
Can you remember like the first job that you had? Was it like a catwalk? Was it an ad?
The first job that I really remember was actually... It was for a magazine. I was shooting for Tiffany & Co., I believe. Yes.
Oof.
And that was
for your first gig?
Yes. That was one of my, if not my first ever job. And I remember being so excited in that shoot. I was around 12 or 13 years old. I remember just dragging my mom there, being like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm doing this. And she was so excited for me as well. And it was amazing. I have amazing memories with modeling, honestly.
Wow.
Tell us about Miss Universe Portugal. How was that like, the behind the scenes?
So I started competing 5 years ago. I started my training actually in 2018. I did my first ever pageant in 2019. So it's been quite a journey. And definitely when you start competing for a pageant, there's many things you have to look into. You know, of course, not just a physical appearance. You have to set your mind to it. You really have to get involved with everything that goes on behind it as well. You need to be extremely independent, extremely positive. And there's obviously ups and downs that happen with pageantry. But you always have to stay true to yourself and to embrace your trueness. And of course, when I started competing, I had my trainers. I had runway trainers, vocal trainers. I was doing a lot of sports, you know, the styling, and there is really a lot that goes into it.
How does a vocal training class go? Like, what is that?
So,
like how you see in High School Musical?
Yes, I love High School Musical. It's like one of my favorite movies when I was a child. So when it comes down to a vocal trainer, it's about, for example, the interview portions of pageantry, because there is an interview portion. So they really break it down how to answer Q&As. They really break it down how to word certain topics. And that's how it works,
But how is it like behind the scenes, especially with, the rest of the contestants? Because from some participants you hear it's like so much competition and rivalry. And then from others you hear the sisterhood is amazing backstage. How was it for you?
So for me personally, first of all, I always uplift other women. I think it's super important, as you said, to have a sisterhood, because at the end of the day, there is only one crown to be won. But the memories that you make will, of course, last forever. So I definitely am the type of person that tries to uplift other people. I don't really like to focus on other contestants per se, because I feel like when you are competing, you have to be competing with yourself as well. And that should be your main focus. Nobody else should be your main focus. But of course, over the course of the past 5 years, I have experienced, not the nicest girls sometimes. I've definitely experienced a lot of people talking behind my back, a lot of girls would say that I don't deserve to win. It would be a very unfair win, which is something I never understood. Why would you say it would be a very unfair win and I don't deserve to win? Because I didn't even win at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So there definitely was a lot of comments made about me here and there that I didn't really appreciate, because when you are doing a competition, you are meant to be with each other. You are meant to embrace each other. You are meant to push each other forward. And I definitely have not always felt that, which is also very sad, because when you are competing, keep in mind you're up at 5 in the morning and you're going to sleep at 1 in the morning. You know, you have rehearsals, you have all these activities you do during the day. So you constantly want to be around positive energy only. And sometimes I definitely felt that positive energy from other contestants wasn't there. And
how does it get back to you? Like, is it like WhatsApp groups, you know, or like how does it come out?
Okay, so
and are they trying to? Do you think that there's like an intent to like mentally break you down? Because as you said, it's a mentally challenging process.
Yes.
Do you think they want you to hear that they're saying these negative things?
So a lot of it was done in front of my face. You know, I would see the way they would look at me. I would hear the comments. And sometimes I had really good friends, because I didn't just do one competition. I've done quite a few. And sometimes some of the girls I befriended in the competitions would tell me, oh, you know, this person said that and this person said this. And again, you can't always believe what other people say. But in those specific situations, I definitely felt those were true, because I heard the comments myself. I saw the way the other woman would look at me, and it is a very sad situation, you know, because at the end of the day, this was my biggest dream since I was a little girl. I grew up watching Miss Universe. So it was definitely a little disheartening to see a bunch of other girls say stuff about you. And
yeah, it's nasty, you know, like the world is nasty, like no matter what department you get into or what lifestyle you choose. But if there is someone going to a pageant right now experiencing the exact same things that you are, what would your advice be to them and to the girls making those kind of comments?
So my advice to whoever is competing, whether it's nationally or internationally, is stay true to yourself. And at the end of the day, people are always going to talk. You cannot escape that. You cannot get away from it. As you said, whatever industry you're in, wherever you're going to go, you're always going to have people making comments, people trying to break you down. But if you let those comments affect you, then you're failing yourself. And you don't want to fail yourself at the end of the day. You want to push forward. You are here for a reason. Stick to that and just stay true to yourself. I know I say this a lot, to stay true to yourself, but I truly, truly mean it. I truly believe in it, because at the end of the day, you only do have yourself. And you want to come out of any experience in life with lessons. You want to embrace yourself. You want to embrace what you want to do. So that is my biggest advice to whoever would compete.
Interesting. You said people come there for a reason. So like, what was your motivation to keep on going? And for other people, like, what actually pushes people to take part and to keep going?
So for me personally, of course, I don't want to speak for anyone else, because each woman is there, you know, for her own reasons, for her own stories. Some women want to have self-development. Some women want to try something new. Some women want to work more with charities, more with their social causes. So why I got into it is because actually in 2019, I was on the judging panel for the Special Olympics there in Abu Dhabi. And I've always grown up working with charities. I've always grown up being so involved with social causes and really being there in Special Olympics and working with people of determination. It inspired me to want to bring them more, to have their voices heard onto a bigger platform, because I don't see a lot of people of determination being, you know, seen much in society. So I wanted to embrace them more, and I really wanted to push their stories and break those boundaries and push for inclusion. So that is actually why I got into it and what kept me going. I have such a passion for working with charities. I think it's so important to always give back. Those are the morals I've been brought up with, and that is what I want to inspire to other women.
That's amazing.
That's incredible. And what projects exactly do you have ongoing right now with these organizations?
So I just did get back to Dubai. I was in Portugal for 2 months for the last competition I did. So before I got back, I did a project with the Special Olympics Portugal. We did a swimming kind of competition, fun activity with the athletes. ongoing right now. I actually do want to start my own personal project as well. That is something that's in the making and hopefully something that will happen very soon. But as of now, being back, I have definitely been doing a lot of fashion work. My mom also does own a gymnastics center for children, which is so incredible. I love working with children. So I've also been focusing a little bit on that. And I've also just graduated with a Bachelor of the Arts honors in English literature. So I kind of want to do a little bit more with my studies, hopefully get a master's. So those have been my set goals right now.
Set goals. And so you've just come back from Miss Universe, which I can imagine was just kind of non-stop.
Miss Universe Portugal.
Miss Universe Portugal, which is non-stop for 2 months. So you said they're your goals for now, but do you have more aspirations with Miss Universe?
So actually, I was in Portugal for 2 months, but the actual competition itself was 3 days. It always changes because it comes down to the national organizations and the way they do it. So for me this year, it was 3 days. Before in the past, one competition was 2 weeks, another one was 10 days. So it does really depend. So of course, for now, I definitely want to take a break. I definitely want to do more projects for myself and become the best version of myself there is. I am still unsure if I will ever compete again because after 5 years of constantly getting no's, it just kind of sometimes makes you feel a certain way, but I never want to say never. You have no idea, what's going to happen in this life. So I definitely am taking a break for now, going to focus more on my social projects, more on myself. As I said, become the best version of myself, and we will see where life takes me.
Do you feel like after 5 years of competing, and like you said, like it's hard on you, right? Just to keep hearing that no. Do you feel like pageants, for a lot of people competing, become a form of validation, and extremely so that they only rely on what the results are to kind of show them their worth?
That is actually a very interesting question, and I'm very happy you brought that up because this is something that worries me when it comes to seeing other pageant contestants. Because, of course, even though I've had all those no's in my life, they have never actually affected my mental health. But those no's can definitely affect someone else's, and I don't want any other woman to feel like she is not enough. You always should be enough because you are enough. So for me, it has never broken me down as a person because I know my self-worth. I know what I bring to the table. I know I can be seen, heard, and valued. But I am extremely worried for other women. But at the end of the day, the results are never down to the contestants. So don't take the results to your heart. If it's something you want, keep on going, even though I'm taking a break. If another woman wants that yes, and she wants to be crowned, just keep on going because one day you will get that yes. So that is just something I want to say to other women competing.
Clearly, you're beauty with brains. So
Thank
I want to
so
ask,
much.
how important is it to constantly develop yourself? Because I'm sure you hear it a lot, right? Oh, she looks beautiful, but you do so many projects, you work on so many things, you're pursuing your degree and then your master's, but people don't know that when they first see you, right? They usually view pageant contestants it's just all looks.
Yeah.
So do you get that a lot?
Personally,
you have to deal with it a lot.
Personally, I have never gotten it so much, but I definitely know what you mean because it does happen a lot in pageantry. I think people just need to understand more that a pageant, first of all, you're not just walking a runway, and there's nothing wrong with just walking a runway. I just walk runways, it's part of my job. But when it comes to pageants, you also have to be a spokesperson. You have to be knowledgeable about the world. These factors are so important. So when I was competing, I've always tried to break that stigma of just beauty with no brains, because to me, it doesn't exist. Beauty with no brains is not a phrase that exists to me. It should never be used against anyone.
Yeah, interesting.
100%.
Totally agree with you on that. We wish you the best of luck in everything coming up.
Thank you so much.
But before you leave us, we want to play a quick game because you are truly a fashionista as well. So we want to know what is hot or not with you. So we'll say a phrase. If it's hot, you tell us why. And if it's not, you press the buzzer.
Okay, so if it's not, I press the buzzer. If it's hot, I tell you why.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So the first one, Getting opinions from Kanye West.
Oh no!
Is it not working?
Oh no, it is. Go again.
That was anticlimactic.
We don't like opinions of Kanye.
Actually, I do think Kanye is a very funny person and stuff, but he has become quite opinionated recently.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want those opinions, you know what I
I'm
mean?
Team Kim in that sense.
Yeah.
Massively. Chris Brown performing at the F1 just been announced today.
That's pretty hot. That's cool. That's cool. I'm actually a fan of his music, just of his music. So,
Okay, Sunday
Yeah.
roasts.
I don't know what Sunday roasts are.
I wondered. It's a roast dinner that you have on a Sunday.
Oh, I love food, so I'm not clicking that. Yeah, I love food, so I
Anything
would have
food,
that.
yes?
Yes.
Nights in.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
The next question. Casey's a pro. I'm a no. But give me your thoughts. Birkenstocks.
I will just tap that. I'm 50-50.
No, just that's it.
I'm 50-50. They're super comfortable,
Yeah.
but they're not my style. I wouldn't wear them.
They don't
right?
look like they're your
Yeah,
style.
they are super comfortable shoes. So that's why I'm like, 50-50, but I wouldn't wear them.
Are you wearing them right now?
These are like fake Birkenstocks. I got them on sale.
But they do look comfy, huh? They look pretty comfy.
I think my time has come though. I've been wearing them non-stop for 4 months and the time has come to change my shoes. Pajama dressing.
For what occasion?
For like, to the mall.
No?
No.
No to pajama dressing. We love pajama dressing.
Maybe for coffee. You see, these questions are a bit hard because I'm feeling 50-50 on all of them because there's like a light to them, but the other part is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a 50-50 for me. Like pajama dressing for coffee would be amazing, but I just personally wouldn't wear it to the mall. However, no judgment, to each their own. You want to be comfy, girl, be comfy. I'm a little extra, it's fine.
But not your style. You're not wearing
So
pajamas
you
to the
would see
mall.
Sandra in the mall looking like this. But you would see us in PJs and our Crocs.
I'm not wearing PJs to the mall.
I am.
Like in Ireland, like people wear like their actual pajamas
It is quite a European style, though. When I was
to
in
the
Portugal,
supermarket.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, you
to the
see everyone.
supermarket.
Yeah, of course, to like the grocery store, I would go in pajamas. That's why, again, 50-50.
I mean, going down to the Bacala in your PJs, no one's going to see. Wear a hat and some sunnies. Absolutely fine.
Exactly,
Yeah, that's kind of fine.
exactly. I love that.
Yeah, I would even go to the cinemas in my PJs, but unless it's a date, then of course not.
To the cinemas and PJs sounds like a vibe, though.
It's a
I
date.
would love that.
And like a cozy, like little.
Yes, I always bring like a little
Shawl.
blanket and I'm just there like in my moment
Dubai
watching a
kids.
movie. I love it. Yes.
Okay, speaking of Crocs, yay or nay on that one?
Whoa, that was harsh.
Whoa! Why?
If you are a child, it is adorable with the little toys and the Crocs, but I am just not a Croc fan. I am so sorry. It's my personal opinion. I don't like Crocs. I've never understood Crocs for adults.
Opinion.
I would not wear Crocs, you guys.
Have you seen that meme? It's just my opinion.
I think so. Yeah, I love memes. I'm always like on TikTok or like on Instagram, like scrolling through like all these like meme videos. But Crocs are just a no for me.
Not even with the
Sandra.
nice,
Okay,
the nice
no
little
Crocs.
adornments. People are adding badges and things.
See,
onto
that's
their
why I said for
Crocs.
children, because for example, when I work
No,
at
adults are
my
doing it.
mom's gym, the kids wear Crocs and it's so cute. You know, they have like the little toys and stuff in the shoes. But when an adult shows up with Crocs, again, to each their own, just not my thing.
I'm gonna throw mine out.
Handbags, the latest trend, handbags with keychains.
That's cute.
A lot of people are doing that right now.
That's quite that you know, because for example, if you wear cute jewelry that matches the keychains, it could definitely be stylish.
People are styling up their Birkins with like matching keychains.
I guess it depends on the keychain.
It's like this thing.
It totally depends.
your
If you
handbag
get,
now
like,
is accessorized.
I love
Yeah.
London keychain. That's not gonna work.
See,
No,
I
it's
agree with
cool.
her. It depends because for me, for example, I like the classic, simple style. So personally, I wouldn't wear it. I feel like I keep saying I wouldn't wear it. But
I would
definitely,
judge, but I wouldn't wear it. No.
Not for me. You were fine.
I definitely feel like you know, again, I prefer classic styles, but if you, for example, have some earrings that match, a cute little keychain or something, it could work, you know?
Okay, that's the fashion lowdown.
We have time for 2 more, super quick.
Okay, let's go for quiet luxury.
What do you mean by quiet luxury?
Like, you know, like old money fashion, stealth wealth.
Like
Being rich but not showing it.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so classic. It's so elegant. I love the elegant classic look.
Like Sophia Richie vibes.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I love her style. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay,
I feel like
one more,
no
which I
buzzer.
think Sophia Richie is not wearing PVC shoes, so like transparent shoes, like a transparent heel, a transparent front.
Like the Kanye style.
Yes.
If she hits the buzzer, I won't have shoes left.
They are stylish. They are quite stylish. Again,
Don't press it.
she wants me to press it.
Don't press it. I won't have any shoes left.
They're
PVC
stylish.
shoes.
But it depends because if you want to
A
go for
block
if you want to go for
heel.
like an edgy streets look, it definitely works. It doesn't fall under the elegant look, so as I
Not
keep
for
saying, I
you.
wouldn't wear it.
Not your style.
style.
But I think it could work. Depending how you pair them.
Okay, we're not pressing
It
the
could
buzzer on
work.
that one.
Yes.
Simran's wardrobe is fully intact at the end of this
She
show.
was staring at the buzzer like, is she going to press it?
To throw the Crocs, if we throw the Birkenstocks, it's like we have nothing left. We have nothing
It was
left.
so amazing to meet you. We
Thank
really
you guys
appreciate
so
your
much
time.
for having me. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. That is all we have time for
Thank
the Lovin Dubai
you.
show. Next up, we sat down with the one, the only Taylor Lorenz, who gave us her views on Elon Musk and why people are trusting content creators now more than ever. Do stay tuned.